Good morning, student. Hope you all are doing well. So today there will be explanation of long question answer. So I will explain long question answer of chapter 3 skeletal and muscular system. So before going on to the long question answer, just have a recap of back exercise and short question answer. I'm going to just giving a quick revision. So the number of bones in the skeletal for a growing up are 206. The longest bone in our body is femur. The number of bone in the skull are 22. Organ which is protected by spine is spinal cord. The number of rib that the part of our rib cage are 12 pair, and in 12 pair there are 24 ribs. Muscles which are not under our control, involuntary muscles. Ligament are the strongest tissue which hold bones together. Then you are having match the column, you can do by yourself. Then part C, name the organ of the body that is protected by. Yes, you just write the organ which is protected by first spine, spinal cord. So spinal cord is protected by spine. Brain is protected by skull. Brain is protected by skull. Heart and lungs, these are protected by rib cage. These are protected by rib cage. Next, the short answer type question. How is skeletal useful us? Skeletal gives shape, strength, and support to the body. It cover and protect delicate internal organ. It allow movement of different body part. Then what do you know about skull, spine, and joint? Skull is a hard bony structure that protect the brain, and it is made up of 22 bones. Spine, or we can say backbone, support our body and protect our spinal cord. The skull is attached to the backbone. Next, joint. A joint is a point where two or more bones meet. That point is known as joint. What are tendons? Tendons are the strong fiber that connect bones to the muscles. Bones to the muscles, known as tendon. And bone are bone joined by ligament. So these are the two type of fibers. Which type of joint make the movement of the head possible? Pivot joint. Pivot joint. The joint of head to the backbone is a pivot joint. What are limbs? Leg and arms of a person is known as limb. There are two pair of limbs, forelimbs and hind limbs. Forelimbs means our arms. Our arms are forelimbs. Our legs are hind limbs. Then the question number 6, what is a hinge joint? Gives one example. Hinge joint allow only back and forth movement. Elbow, knees, finger, toes have this type of joint. So these are the back exercise and short answer type question. Now the today's topic, long answer type question. Long answer type question. Question number 1, what are different kind of movable joint in your body? So the question is related to movable joint. Two type of joint are there, movable and immovable. So we have to discuss about movable joint. So the movable joints are ball and socket joint. The student, also open your book. With the help of diagram, you can understand very well. Page number 31. Page number 31, it is given ball and socket joint. In such a joint, a ball-like end of one bone fitted into cup-like socket of other bone. One bone is having a ball-like structure, other bone is having a socket-like structure, cup-like structure. That ball-like structure is fitted into the cup-like structure. This type of joint is known as ball and socket joint. Example are shoulder and hip joints are ball and socket joint. Next, hinge joint. What is hinge joint? This joint is like a hinge in a door. Like we are having a door frame and the door is fitted into the door frame with the help of an iron strip. That strip can close or open, close or open. So that iron strip is a hinge. In the same way, our leg, our knees, our elbow, we can close and open our elbow and our arms, our knees, back and forth direction, forward, backward, forward, backward. So this type of forward, backward joint is hinge joint, hinge joint, hinge joint. This joint is just like a hinge in a door. It allows only back and forth movement, back and forth movement. Example are elbow, knee, fingers, toes. Next joint is pivot joint. Pivot joint. This joint is found between the skull and the first two vertebrae of the spine. Spine means backbone. Backbone. The joint of our backbone to the skull, our head, the part of our head is known as skull, that is joined with the backbone. That is joined with the backbone. And that joint is known as pivot joint. Pivot joint. So this joint is found between skull and the first two vertebrae of the spine. Our spine is having a ring-like structure. That ring-like structure are known as vertebrae. Vertebrae. So the first two vertebrae is connected with the skull, and that joint is a pivot joint. You can see on page number 32 of your book, pivot joint, pivot joint, pivot joint. The fourth type of movable joint is gliding joint. Glide. One joint is sliding over the another joint. That sliding movement is known as gliding joint. This joint is found in the bone of wrist and ankle. The joint of our wrist, joint of our ankle is a type of gliding joint. So student, basically four type of movable joint are there. First is ball and socket joint. This type of joint is found in shoulder and hips. Second is a hinge joint. Our joint of our elbow, knee, finger, toes. These are having hinge joint. Pivot joint. This joint is found between the skull and the first two vertebrae of our backbone. Backbone is also known as spine. Then gliding joint. Our wrist and ankle having gliding joint. Wrist and ankle having gliding joint. Now the question number 2. What is the difference between ligament and tendons? Yes, student, we have discussed about ligament and tendon separately. Now you have to differentiate between. Just remember in a simple language that bone and bone are connected by ligament. Bone and muscles are joined by tendons. Yes, both are tissue, both are fiber in structure, but the joint are different. When two bones are joined with each other, they are connected by ligaments. And when muscles and bones are connected together, when bones are connected to the muscles or muscles are connected to the bones, they are connected by tendons. They are connected by tendons. Okay. So bones are held at the joint together by strong tissue called ligament. Or strong tissue called a ligament. So both ligament and tendons are tissue. Tissue are the fiber-like structure, thread-like structure. Tendons are strong fiber that connects bones to the muscles. That connect bones to the muscles. Tendons are strong fibers that connects bones to the muscles. Bones to the muscles. So bones are connected to the muscles by strong tissue called tendons. Bones and bones are connected together by strong tissue called ligament. Called ligament. So two types of tissues are there. One is ligament, another is tendons. So always remember, bones connected with the bones by ligament, Bones connected with the muscles. Bones connected with muscles by tendons. Bones connected with muscles by tendons. Okay, student. Next question. Question number 3. What are muscles? How are cardiac muscles special? Cardiac muscle special. Muscles are fleshy bundles of thin elastic-like material in the body connected to the bones by tendons. So what are muscles? Muscles are a bundle of fleshy, thin, elastic material. Elastic material which can be stressed, which can be bent, which can be compressed, which can be stretched like a rubber band. So they are elastic, thin, fleshy bundle, a bundle of flesh. So these are connected by bones by tendons, connected to the bones by tendons. So these are known as muscles. Muscles. The second part of the question is, how are cardiac muscles special? What are the specialty of cardiac muscles? Cardiac muscles are present only in the heart, or you can say muscles of heart are cardiac muscles. Muscles of our heart are cardiac muscles. These are involuntary in nature. These are involuntary in nature. These are involuntary in nature. What is the meaning of involuntary? That they are not under our control. They are not under our control and work throughout the life without stopping or getting tired. Without stopping. बिना रुके हुए और बिना थके हुए. They work throughout the life. Our heart, muscle of our heart work throughout the life. They cannot stop for a second. They work throughout the life without stopping, without getting tired. So what are cardiac muscles? Muscles of our heart. The muscles present in our heart are cardiac muscles. What is the nature? Student, as you are able to understand the type of muscles. So we have already discussed about that involuntary muscles, voluntary muscles, and cardiac muscles. So what are the involuntary muscles? Involuntary means they are not under our control. They are not under our control. So the heart, the muscles of heart is not under our control. So which type of muscles are they? They are involuntary in nature. Involuntary muscles. So student, question number 3, what are muscles? How are cardiac muscle specials? So you can write this in a simple language that muscles are fleshy bundle of thin elastic material in the body that are connected to the bones by tendons. We have already discussed about tendons. Now the cardiac muscles are present only in heart. Only inside the heart they are present. These are involuntary in nature. They are not under our control and work throughout life without stopping or getting tired. Without stopping or getting tired. Now the question number 4. What is the difference between voluntary and involuntary muscles? Yes, now it is in the form of a question. As you know that some muscles are under our control. The muscles which are under our control are known as voluntary muscles. The muscles which are not under our control are known as involuntary muscles. Simple. The second point, you can give some example. Muscles of arms, legs, eyes, tongue. They are voluntary. They are under our control. We can control our arms. We can control our leg. We can control our eyes. We can control our tongue. But we cannot control the movement of food inside our body. We cannot control the movement of lungs. We cannot control the movement of our heart. So which type of muscles are they? They are involuntary muscles. So two type of muscles are there, voluntary, involuntary. You have to differentiate between them. most of the muscles in our body are under our control. They are called voluntary muscles. These muscles are found in arms, legs, eyes, tongue, etc. The muscles which are not in our control, are called involuntary muscles. Muscles which are not in our control or not under our control are called involuntary muscles. Involuntary muscles. We cannot control the movement of food in the digestive system. We cannot control the movement of food in the digestive system. The flow of blood in the body, it is not controlled by us. And the movement of lungs in breathing. When we are breathing, we cannot control the movement of lungs. The blood is flowing inside our body. It is not controlled by us. The food is moving inside our body from one place to another place, inside our body. We just put the food into our mouth. Then it goes to the stomach, then small intestine, then so many different parts are there. But it is not controlled by us. So who control? Involuntary muscles. Who control the flow of blood? Involuntary muscle. Who control the movement of lungs? Involuntary muscle. Who control the movement of heart? Involuntary muscles, also known as cardiac muscles in case of heart. So you have to differentiate in a very simple language. Most of the muscles in our body are under our control. They are called voluntary muscles. These muscles are found in arms, legs, eyes, and tongue. The muscles which are not in our control are called involuntary muscles. We cannot control the movement of food in the digestive system, the flow of blood in the body, and the movement of lungs in the breathing. So they are involuntary muscles. Student, now the question number 5. What are the differences between the muscles of the heart and the muscles of leg? What is the difference between muscles of heart and muscles of leg? Yes, as we discussed in example, muscles of heart are involuntary and muscles of legs are voluntary. Voluntary means they are under our control. Muscles of our legs are under our control. We can control the movement of legs. If we want to move, we can move. If we do not want to move, leg cannot move by itself. We have to give command to the leg. After that, they will move from one place to another place. But what about heart? We cannot control the movement of heart. We cannot give command to the heart. So the muscles of the heart are cardiac muscles. These muscles are involuntary in nature. They are not under our control. Involuntary. They move by themselves. They are not under our control. Muscles of legs are under our control. Muscles of legs are under our control. They are called voluntary muscles. They are voluntary muscles. So muscles of legs are voluntary. They are under our control. Muscles of heart are involuntary. They are also known as cardiac muscles. They are not under our control. We cannot control the muscles of heart. They are also known as cardiac muscles. They are involuntary in nature. Muscle of the legs are under our control. They are called voluntary muscles. They are called voluntary muscles. Muscles of the legs are under our control. They are called voluntary muscles. Voluntary muscles. So student, these are a long question. I'm going to revise these questions again. So pay attention, listen carefully. If still any doubt, we will discuss. So I'm going to revise again long answer type question. What are the different kind of movable joint in our body, in your body? Okay. If any family member is asking you a question, how many joint we are having, you can simple give answer. We main four type of joint are ball and socket joint, hinge joint, pivot joint, and gliding joint. And you can ask question to your parents also, to your mummy, to your papa, to your brother, sister. How many different type of joint you are having? Ask this question. If they are not able to give, then you give the answer. Yes, I know. Now listen to me. I will give answer. You can say like this. Like first is ball and socket joint, second is hinge joint, the third is pivot joint and gliding joint. Then explain the joint. So if you learn your science in this manner, it will not be tough. It will be very easy. So make your science and apply this science in your daily life. If you apply the science in your daily life, you will remember the science whole life, throughout the life. You will never forget a single word about the science. But if you will cram, you cannot understand. The only thing you can do, apply this science in your daily life at your home. So how can you apply this question at your home? Just ask to your elder or to your parents. If they are not able to give the answer, okay, you will give that answer. And okay, so the ball and socket joint, in such a joint, ball like end of one bone fit into the cup like socket of other bones. What are the example? You can give example that our shoulder is having ball and socket joint. Our hips are having ball and socket joint. The second type of joint is a hinge joint. Like we can close and open the door. In the same way, we can close and open our arms. We can move the door in forward direction and in backward direction. We can move our arms in forward and backward direction, our elbow in forward and backward direction, our knee, our finger, toes in forward and backward direction. So what type of joint they are having? They are having hinge joint, hinge joint. Next type is pivot joint, pivot joint. Our skull is joined with our backbone. Skull is joined with the backbone. Backbone is also known as spine, and that joint is a pivot joint. Pivot joint. Gliding joint. This joint is found in the bones of wrist and ankle. Your wrist is having gliding joint. Your ankle is having gliding joint. Gliding joint means the joint which can slide over one another. Sliding. They can slide over each other. These are the basic four type of joints. Now the question second, you have to differentiate between ligament and tendons. Ligament and tendons. In one word, always remember bone and bone connected by ligament, bone and tissue, bone and muscles are connected by tendons first. You can remember like this. Bones are held at the joint together, or bone are connected together by strong tissue called ligament. Tendons are strong fiber that connect bones to the muscles. So tendon connect bone to the muscle, ligament connects bones to bones. So two or more bones joined together by ligament. Bones are connected to muscles by tendons. You can learn in this manner. Question number 3. What are muscles? How are cardiac muscles special? Special. What is the special thing about cardiac muscle? The special thing is they only found in heart. That is the specialty. They are not found any other part of the body. They are not found in any other part of the body. They only found in a heart. So you can say the heart of muscles of your heart are cardiac muscle. That is a special thing. And what is the second special thing? They are also involuntary in nature. Involuntary in nature. Involuntary. We cannot control the working of heart. We cannot control the movement of heart. So what are muscles? How are cardiac muscles special? So muscles are fleshy bundle of thin elastic material in the body. Thin elastic material. Thin elastic material. Elastic means which can compress, which can stretch and return to their original shape. Like you are having a rubber band. When you stretch the rubber band, its shape changes. And after some time, the rubber band will come back into their original shape. Original shape. This type of material is known as elastic material, rubber-like material. So muscles are fleshy bundle of thin elastic like material in the body connected to the bones by tendons. So muscles are connected to the bones by tendons. We have discussed about this in question second. Then the cardiac muscles. Cardiac muscles are present only in the heart. Only in the heart. These are involuntary in nature, means they cannot be controlled by us. These are involuntary in nature. They are not under our control and work throughout life without stopping or getting tired. Without being stopping or getting tired. They work throughout the life. What is the difference between voluntary and involuntary muscles? Voluntary and involuntary muscles. Most of the muscle in our body are under our control. Most of the muscle in our body are under our control. They are called voluntary muscles. They are called voluntary muscles. These muscles are found in arms, legs, eyes, tongue. These muscles are found in arms, legs, eyes, and tongues. Muscles which are not our control, muscles which are not in our control are called involuntary muscles. Involuntary muscles. We cannot control the movement of food in digestive system, flow of blood in the body, movement of lungs in breathing. We cannot control them. So the muscles which are not controlled by us are known as involuntary. Muscles which are controlled by us are called voluntary. Now the question number 5, what are the differences between the muscles of heart and the muscles of the leg? Muscles of the heart are cardiac muscles. Yes, they only found in heart. These muscles are involuntary in nature. The second point is they are involuntary. They cannot be controlled by us. Muscles of the legs are under our control. Yes, we can control the muscles of our legs. So these are called voluntary muscles. So the muscles of legs are voluntary muscles. So student, this is the explanation of your long question answer, short and back exercise. Now you are having any doubt, you may ask your question one by one.